Spy Family Season 2 is officially here, and I did you guys the favor of watching the whole of Season 1, so you don't have to watch Season 1 again, and you can drive straight into Season 2. Before we move on, hit that subscribe button. There's an ongoing conflict between two countries, Westerlis and Ostania, and because they don't want the conflict to get worse, Westerlis hired Twilight, who is by far their best spy, as they say, to come on a mission to prevent the war from getting worse. And his mission basically is to get closer to a government official that looks like he's literally about to die. His name is Desmond Donovan. To do that, he took the identity of a family man, called himself Loid Forger, and made a makeshift family by adopting a daughter and also getting a wife. So the plan was, because Desmond is a hermit and never comes out of his house, he only goes to his son's school, which is a place where all the rich go to hang out because they feel better than everyone. Disgusting. He needed his daughter Anya to get into the school and be good enough so that he could meet Desmond in their annual event that they have for their All-Stars. So Loid Forger goes to an orphanage so that he can find a child to adopt, and then he sees Anya. Anya is a very funny girl. She was younger than the child he was looking for, but she could read minds. So she reads Loid's mind and presents herself in the best way possible so that she can get adopted. So she ends up getting adopted, but the problem is she is not the smartest in the class. So that makes like the original Operation Strix, by the way, that's what it's called, exceedingly more difficult, because how is Anya going to become an all-star? Anyway, but to get Anya to the school, Loid needed to show that he was from a functional family, so he needed a wife. And that's where best girl of the show comes in, Yor Forger. Yor is an assassin, but nobody knows that she's an assassin. And in order for her not to be suspicious and get caught, she needed a fake husband. So it was perfect. Yor, Loid both needed husband and wife. So it became a union, and that's how they got together. Obviously with the help of Anya reading minds. So Anya finally gets into the school, and knowing the plan that her father wants, getting close to Donovan, she decided that she's going to try her best to get close to his son, which is Desmond. But as you will know, with a common trend with Anya, everything goes wrong. Desmond ends up hating her and she punches him in the face. A bunch of other stuff happened. Some missions here and there. We then end up meeting Yor's brother, Yuri, who is a police officer and the direct enemy of Loid Forger. And his goal is to find out who the spy is that was sent from Westerlis. But Loid does a very good job in trying to find out who he is and concealing his identity from Yor's brother. But Anya continues to work hard and actually managed to get a Stella for being a good student and saving somebody's life. And as a result, Loid decided to get Anya a dog, and that's where the dog of the family comes, and she named him Bond after James Bond and the spy show, because this is basically James Bond. The dog was also experimented on in the same lab. There's a bit of connection between Anya, because Anya was also experimented on in the lab, hence her ability to read minds. And for the dog, he could see the future. So they kind of bonded immediately after he saved her life from a bunch of terrorist bombers. In that same mission where the dog saved her life, Anya also ended up saving Loid's life by putting hints out to save him from being bombed to bits on one of his missions. Further down the line, they're becoming closer. Everybody is getting better and trying to become a better parent. And Yor feels a bit disheartened because she feels like she's not a good wife, so she starts taking lessons to learn how to cook in order to be a better wife for Loid, because she really appreciates what he does for her. Then we meet Fiona, who is also a spy and is Loid's colleague, and her whole goal is to be Loid's wife, and to do that she had to get rid of Yor Forger. So she does the most, try and present herself as the best person for Yor. Finally, the day came where Loid actually made first contact with Desmond in school, but that couldn't have happened if Anya didn't convince Damien to ask his older brother to tell his dad to come and see him. So Loid uses the opportunity to intercept Damien's dad and introduce himself as Anya's daughter and apologize for Anya punching him. But that was just a means to get closer and to get more information about Desmond, which did end up working, because at the end of the interaction, Desmond finally knew who Loid Forger was, which was the first goal needed in order to be close to him, because the whole point of Operation Strix is to get close to Desmond in order to extract information, because he has so much information on his side of the country. Which basically brings us to the end of season 1. That's a quick recap in 5 minutes. After this, you're ready to go straight into season 2. Don't forget to click the like, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.